night into the daylight. Telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up wings for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been a prize, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Hey, never feeling the pressure, please not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall. Woman
on a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Once again, they run with Mixon. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. The Bengals at 5-7 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Play action. It's Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game, right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Quiddy Pay in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. First and 10, it's Richardson. Throwing over, and it's Taylor on the out route that completes it. Now he's loose at the 40. Jonathan Taylor, and he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards.
No wasting any time here before hitting on a big play. And that was something this defense talked about having to guard against. Not giving up big plays in the passing game. But here's one on the opening drive of the contest.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards that time for number 14.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal. Taylor. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
They get this out left, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and this brings up a third and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor, and he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up fourth and goal. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down. Second down, here's Richardson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he is going to have a Colts first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down. First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Richardson looking to throw. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
What a sequence there defensively. You get the sack to move him to third and long. Then here, just nothing available. And he's got to throw it away.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Well, It's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
They gotta go.
Here's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Burrow throwing complete there to the tight end Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Josh Allen able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Ready?
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's a heck of an effort from Josh Allen getting in there defensively.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Here we go.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now Burrow changing things up here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Smith catches left side. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw it through contact and short of the sticks.
And that flag accepted. They're roughing the kicker call on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. Now Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Burrow will throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Mixing up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. 14-yard line. Quiddy Pay. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. McPherson's kick is good. And they will jump out in front here with a very unusual scoreline of 3-2. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. 3rd and long for Richardson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well in time there. And now 4th down. On 4th down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 21. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. Touchdown Bengals. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he puts it through to extend this thing to a 10-2 ball game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Richardson working from the gun. To the right side, complete to Taylor. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From the shotgun, Richardson. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On first down, Richardson. This pass caught. It's Woods. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. First and 10, Taylor now. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Richardson has to get them to the line in a hurry now. On second down, it's Taylor. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit from 28 yards out. And Gay knocks this one through, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 53 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Richardson to the air on first down. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Bell.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Here we go.
Now Burrow on first down. Open man is Yoshibas. He's into space past the 25. And he gets this one down to the 24. 22 yards on the catch and run. A first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coach.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Josh Allen able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Now it's Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Art Smith Jr. with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are able to extend their lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
McPherson on for the point after. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just a type.
The ball is free. Taylor lost it. Following one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another.
Touchdown, Bengals! Jamar Chase. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more.
Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. Daxton Hill picks it off. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. Touchdown! Jamar Chase, 33 yards. And the Bengals get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And McPherson on for the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Richardson's throw caught by Pierce. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just past the 35. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 3rd down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game.
12.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. 3rd and 19. Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. Miles Murphy, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taking it about the 36. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and he never gets stopped so soundly during his series.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here. And as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another fourth down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Smith catches left side. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
11.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him. And the Bengals on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. They're not going to turn them down. They can continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Let's go now.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he is going to have a Colts first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Here, Richardson yet again. He stiff arms him. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. 3rd and long for Richardson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Logan Wilson. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Shaquille Leonard in there to blow that play up. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
23 yards the pickup there. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. He will push his way down to about the 14. Tackle there by Nick Cross.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
20-yard line. Grover Stewart coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen,
Here we go.
but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only